What is up, you anime otakus? Welcome to another episode of the Anime Nokori podcast, the anime podcast that talks about the series that happens not only in the present, but also in the past. I am your host, Davis.
And I'm Tiffany.
And I'd like to welcome y'all to an awesome episode today, as always. And quite frankly, I don't know. I should be pissed.
No, you should be thanking me, guys.
Why would you think I should be?
Because we're talking about Yuri on Ice.
Oh gosh. Okay. It's such a funny thing about with Yuri on Ice, but it like I would have never in a million years have thought. Like, I am so glad for the show for this exact reason, because it's a show that it's something that's gonna expose me to things I would have never have done.
I was gonna say it's pronounced thank you. Is what you should be saying.
Not yet.
Thank you. Wow.
We're not thinking that quite yet. Not until the end of the show till you see what I think about it. But as always,
he's gonna give this. Who's your number? He's gonna give this a Zoro at least.
A Zoro at least. Okay.
At least.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Who's your number 5?
Alucard.
Is getting Alucard.
Oh, we're gonna get the Alucard. Okay.
He's gonna get the the abridged Alucard,
The abridged
which arguably maybe even better.
Oh, it is far done better. But before we get to that, though, if you do want to see what my rating is, do us a favor. Like, follow, subscribe on our YouTube page, Anime Nokori, or also do us a giant favor. I can't even say favor anymore. Giant favor, and click on subscribe on the Anime Nokori podcast on Apple Podcasts and so much more. We are all over the place.
Actually, honestly, Davis misspoke. You're not doing us a favor. You are also doing us a favor, but you're also doing yourself a favor, because this is a fun time, guys. This is a fun time.
It's a fun time.
It's a fun time. And the more you subscribe, the longer we can keep doing this.
It's actually kind of funny because some of the comments are kind of funny and wild. Like, like
sometimes.
I love the ones like, oh, okay. Oh, and this gun I found over here on the corner.
We do, and we have been, I don't understand why this has happened, but I feel like all of our most chill shows that we watch, we have the most unhinged commentary about.
It really is.
I don't know if y'all watched The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife, but we were wilding on that episode.
We weren't even drinking.
Also, peek behind the scenes. This is our second attempt at recording this episode. We may or may not have had some technical difficulties, and now we have a couple drinks because that was frustrating.
Yes.
So, who knows what the fuck we're going to say on this episode now. Cheers to no longer having technical difficulties.
Right. So as always, though, I should take a swig before I do that.
Probably should. You probably need a big one because he was very upset. He threw a chair, guys.
I did not throw a chair. Do not put that in me. But it's so funny. But anyways, let's get into it right now before
before he throws another chair. I'm so scared, guys.
Okay, so what is Yuri on Ice? So Yuri on Ice was created by Mitsuru Kubo and Sayo Yamamoto. The original idea of Yuri on Ice began back in 2012. Sayo Yamamoto is a huge fan of ice skating, and it inspired her to create an anime that captured the sport, genuine intensity, and artistry. She teamed up with the manga artist Mitsuru Kubo. The manga.
What is manga?
Oh God. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Mango. Okay, is that better? Is that better for you?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess. I don't understand. I've lliterally never heard you said manga ever, and now it's
just there.
Mango is better at this point.
Yeah,
yes.
Mango is a lot better. There we go. Oh, God. And together, they spent 4 years planning the project to ensure absolute realism. The duo did extensive location scouting into Beijing, Pittsburgh, Russia, and Barcelona, which is crazy.
That's nuts.
For an anime too. I mean, it's like, well, I won't say it's for an anime, but rather, just
for a mango.
Just to get it right, of what they were trying to go for. That's very impressive. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of like Lion King energy. Because you remember what they did? They wasn't
fair.
They were going like out in safaris and just doing like straight up like, things like that. It was crazy.
Unpopular opinion, I think that was for tax write-off purposes. I think she wanted to go see some figure skating, and she was like, I mean,
You know,
Give us a tax
when was the
write-off.
Winter Olympics? Was it 2012?
Ooh, that's a great. That woman was. That's a
would be
smart
funny.
lady.
That would be funny. We need to find out where that was.
We sure
They'll be
do.
Like, you know, she was there.
It's like, oh, it's for research purposes. I gotta go to all these places. Pay.
Exactly.
Company card. What?
It's like, what? It's like, money? Of course I have money. So Kubo even drafted over 900 pages of script in the manga format to map out the story itself. So when the 12 episode series premiered on October 6, 2016, no one quite predicted how massive it would become. It followed Yuri Katsuki, a broken down Japanese figure skater who is ready to quit until his idol, Russian skating legend Viktor
Nikiforov.
Yes, I know, right? Unexpectedly offers to coach him. And it's basically him, like, you know, his trials and tribulations to get to be the number one spot. So what do you think, well, in your own words, what do you think Yuri on Ice is?
My own words. My words are, this is a story of a man who is possessed by a demon gigolo to become the world's most okayest skater and his boyfriend.
That's like the longest.
AKA, that time I got possessed by a gigolo demon and seduced my superstar crush.
You know, it's funny. It's so sad that nowadays that could legitimately be a title of a
It's
manga.
a tame title at this point.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like, you would think like they would say, you know what, you need to get as small as you can so to get people's interest
because
into
back
it.
in the day you had Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and now it's like the time I got reincarnated as the hero's rib so that we could attain. It's like, yo,
Oh, it's so crazy. You know, there was a Guinness record of the longest one that he just said, and I actually watched that series.
Right?
I forgot what it was, but I'll
Was
look
it
it up.
good?
No, was it an isekai? I wouldn't say it's an isekai because you know, like, there's a subgenre now. It's not just isekai anymore. It's also you were kicked out of the party, but then you had an overpowered ability and stuff like. I don't even know what that genre
I don't know
would
what that is
be.
now either,
But
actually.
yeah,
Fair enough though.
Yeah, so it was one of those. So I was just like, okay,
Do you know? Okay, is off topic. Fun fact: do you know why those titles exist?
why?
They're like web comics, and
Webtoons
because
and stuff.
webtoons and web comics and things like that. And because the database for those webcomics is so vast, people will put the entire plot in the title so it grabs someone's attention because people are not going to take the time to read the synopsis of
That makes
every
sense.
single thing. So that's where all your long ass anime titles are coming from.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's
Yeah.
how it is. Oh, but you know what's funny? I'm also going to kind of go a little bit off the board a little bit here too, because I know usually I kind of get your interpretation. My interpretation of this
This
series.
better be good. I'll throw a chair.
Okay, you'll throw a chair.
I'll throw a chair.
My interpretation is this isn't about ice skating. This is about a dude wanting to be with his trainer, and then yes, and that's basically what it is.
Yes, it is.
You know, I know, and it's quite. I wouldn't
I said his
say
boyfriend was in there in a bit in the last part of mine. So.
you did, but like,
You're right. Yeah.
the emphasis of this is totally understated about
This is
about
mostly ice skating.
Here's the funny thing about this, because like they even say with what I just told you, what I just read to you, it's like they're saying, oh, she was there about the artistry and the style. Like, this dude want that boy. That's what that was. That
And he got that boy.
Yeah, he did get that boy. Yeah, it was like, wow, this is like, hey, tell me a BL story without telling me it's a BL story. That's what this was.
That's honestly the saddest part of the show is that we never actually got to see enough L and enough B.
Why would you say it that way? That's horrible.
Just saying.
That is horrible. Oh my God.
That is the saddest part because the whole time I'm watching these things happen. Yuri will come off the ice and they'll like press foreheads against each other, and Victor will say just some slick shit, and I'll be like, just kiss him, just kiss him. I'm like, just kiss. You've done everything. One of my most notable notes is this anime is so much edging. It's just edging. The anime.
It was like a Yuri on Ice, a little subtitle edging. And that's essentially what it is.
It should be ellipses instead of exclamation points because they're keeping you on your toes.
Yes.
They will not. They're just like, we know what you want. Wait for it. Beg for it. Like,
I was like, he's like, you got to earn it.
God.
This is so crazy. So like, okay, so this is what I've always thought about Yuri because this is like I said earlier, this is a series I would have never have watched unless you pushed me to watch
And
it.
I'm so glad.
And it's just two things that, and a little bit about me about when I'm watching an anime. It is tough for me to watch a sports anime because it's just the exaggeration that they put inside the sports anime
Fair.
just rules me out of it. It's just like I think one of the worst was Prince of Tennis to me. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, Prince of Tennis was so annoying. It is so long too. It is like I think it has to be close to 100 episodes, and it's ridiculous. Like, oh, it's like when the ball bounces, it does a backspin, and then they make it sound. It's basically a 5-minute explanation of how a backspin is.
Yes.
Thank God Yuri on Ice doesn't go through that in its way. The way that they don't explain every of their abilities because it's the secondary issue.
Yeah, it's almost the exact opposite.
Yes.
They're like, listen, if you're watching this show, there are not a bunch of normies who are tuning into an ice skating show. Most people don't even like ice skating. So they're like, we know our audience. We're not about to mansplain ice skating to you. Mm-hmm. Figure it out or leave. And they literally don't even, there's like, you get to episode 3 before one of the characters even comes on the screen and they go, maybe we should explain how figure skating's graded. And it's like, it'd be nice.
Yes. You know what, actually, I will give it credit. I do give it credit that they actually explain how scoring works.
Yeah, that's true. Vaguely. That would be very rudimentary.
Yeah, it is very rudimentary. And I'm like, this dude literally like face planted into a wall and he still wins. It's crazy.
That's a great point because I love figure skating. Aesthetically, I'm not gonna pretend like I know much about it. I see it and they'll do a little flip and I'm like, that was cool, and then the judges will be like, oh, really 8-1 on that one, and I'm like, oh, I thought it was good. And then I'll see somebody fuck up and then they'll be like, this is an amazing performance from such and such, and I'm like, he fell like 7 times,
right?
So I also don't know what I'm talking about, and that's it. I don't know where I was going with that.
You didn't even go there with it. You're just a statement.
I don't know. I've lost my train of thought immediately.
I love it because I knew the second you knew where you were going with, you just paused.
You just see the light leave my eyes.
That is so hilarious. Okay, before this train wreck is happening here, let's go. We ask you the first question. What did you think of the show? I
love Yuri on Ice. I love Yuri on Ice. I've seen it so many times already. So I texted Davis at like 2 a.m. because we were trying to figure out what show to do next. It was my turn to pick. I don't even know if it was my turn.
I don't think you did.
I don't even think it was my turn. I just bullied him.
You just like
at like 2 a.m. I sent him a text and I was like, we need to do Yuri on Ice next. 17 exclamation points.
Basically, the intrusive thought that you just took your body over. And
I just screamed it into the void. Yes. And here we are. And now you had to watch it. I've seen it so many times already. I love this show. I love so many things about it. I'm sure we'll talk about them, but for the sake of droning on, I'm just gonna say,
is this? Would you say it's in your top 5?
Top 10.
Top 10. Okay.
Yeah, the top 5 is hard to crack.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like I already know kind of what's in your top 5 already. So like
vaguely.
Yeah, but like I was just wondering because the way that you talked about this series it's just like, wow, you really do love. Although I do know that you like a lot of BL. So
I do.
So
I would love more suggestions of good BL, guys. Drop them in the comments because Mama's thirsty.
Mama's thirsty. Oh my God, you need to stop while you're ahead. Jesus.
I do. I'm sorry.
That is funny as hell.
Maybe I should not have.
Yeah. That wasn't even one. Well, it was like a cup.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, but as for me though, I would say this.
I didn't ask
you.
I said I didn't ask you.
Did you?
No.
Oh,
anyway, so moving on. I'm kidding. What did you like about the show?
Oh, okay, you didn't ask. Oh, God, I wasn't blank. I was like, did I mess up on something?
No.
No. The shows, I mean, it was interesting because like my biggest thing was like,
watch yourself.
What? I know it's your baby, I know, but like I found it kind of hilarious in a lot of different ways. I don't know in the same ways that you did, but I was going to say that like it's weird. It's a weird mixture of they're trying to they're wanting to show the focal point of figure skating.
Yeah.
But the story isn't supposed to be you caring about the figure skating, and it's the B plot. The main plot is the fact of like Yuri becoming a better overall being kind of more comfortable in himself,
more confident person.
Yeah, more confident in himself, as well as finding his first love as well. Because I mean that's what it really was. And
so
I don't, but to lead up to that, it was weird to me because I was like, well, the biggest thing was because I want to know if we can get this conversation over again, but was so there's a part where actually you're better off explaining it because of how
you're talking about the introduction.
The introduction of it.
All right, so the way that we even these boys on the screen right now, the way that we even come to begin this story, our boy Yuri in the middle, our dark-haired Japanese figure skater, he is not that good, y'all. He goes to these competitions and he be failing. And one day he fails so bad, he's like, I'm just going to go back to Japan. I'm not good at this. I'm just going to go home. I'm going to eat my feelings. I'm going to get chubby and I'm going to live a happy life. So he does that. And one day he goes to the ice skating rink that he used to skate at as a kid. And he does this performance, this rendition of a performance that my man back there in the back, Mr. Viktor Nikiforov, that was my original husbando, he did in one of his performances. Victor is like the god of skating. He is the dude.
He's the Michael Jordan.
He's the Michael Jordan. He's the LeBron James. He is the Serena Williams. He is Viktor Nikiforov. Funny that I don't have any ice skaters to reference. I know, clearly don't.
He's the Wayne Gretzky of...
God, who is a figure skater? The Michelle Kwan? He is the Michelle Kwan of figure skaters. I think that's
all that.
Christina Yamaguchi. Those are all the ice skaters I know. Michelle Kwan's an ice skater, right?
She is?
Okay. All right.
You put some more faith in yourself there, but okay.
Anyway, so Yuri does this a rendition of one of Victor's things. The ice skating rink is supposed to be empty, but somebody catches a video of it on the low. They upload it into whatever this copyright safe version of YouTube is in the anime, and somehow Victor sees it, and he's like, okay, interesting. So he ends up going to Japan. He was like, I want to be your coach. You seem like you have potential. And in the meantime, our blonde-headed boy, his name is also Yuri, gets changed to Yurio because they're like, this is too confusing. Yurio is like, motherfucker, you're supposed to be my coach. Who said you could be in Japan teaching this other Yuri? He flies out to Japan. I'm gonna go get my coach. So Victor, who is this flighty, absent-minded, white-haired anime boy, he's like, why don't we just have a competition? I'll give you both the same piece, but different movements in this piece, and you will both skate, and whoever wins, I'll be your coach. So Yuri, our very bashful, timid, now a little bit chunky Yuri, he gets the version of, it's called Agape.
Yeah.
And no, it's called Eros. Agape is the name of the song.
No. It was the two different songs.
Right.
Was Eros and
Agape. Anyway,
I don't know what the name of the song
I don't remember what the name of the piece is, but there's two versions, Eros and Agape. Eros is it's about love, and Yuri gets assigned sexual, sensual love, romantic love, and that's because he's so timid and bashful and awkward in his skin. I think Victor knew what he was doing.
Oh no, he absolutely
clearly knew what he was doing.
He even said it. He wanted to be the opposites of what.
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
They are.
Yeah, and he take them out of their comfort zone. And then Yurio, this orange cat energy having angry little boy, very Bakugo coded. He gets unconditional, not romantic, wholesome love. So they have this match. Our Yuri, Japanese Yuri, wins, and that is how Victor becomes his coach. Yurio's pissed though.
Yeah.
Furious. So that's how that starts.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Good one. Good quick one of where
I don't know if it was quick, but sure.
But there we go. But I mean, it was a lot better than what I would have explained it as. So, but I was going to say this because things like that, like the whole setup made sense. That was cool. But then their causes of like, oh, what was like, because he was Victor was asking like, okay, you need to figure out what your version of love, like your version of love, eros and agape is. And like, I know we kind of argued about it earlier, but Yurio's agape,
which is the unconditional,
wholesome love, like what you would have with a family member or something like that.
Yeah,
it was harder for him because like he is like on edge all the time. He's always on like
mean little shit,
and stuff. Exactly, but he eventually got there on like where he was going to grow into that to become better into it. Like he didn't get it there instantly, but he had the idea of what to dive in on. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, because his source was his grandfather.
Sure.
And stuff. And then, but it took him a while to kind of get to that point where it's like, that level where it needed to be at. But then, like, then you go to Yuri reasoning of where he was pulling his quote-unquote Eros love, and then just the name Eros, you already know the sexy, sultry kind of thing. And then even his style, like when he does his program of that song, Eros, it's all like, okay, it's like seductive and everything like that.
It's spicy.
His freaking pull is a goddamn pork cutlet bowl.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm like, what is this nonsense? You telling me out of all the things that you could have in your life, I mean, because I know you had low self-esteem. I know there was some issues and stuff, but then you're telling me that there's scenarios or something that you could have pulled off better than freaking pork cutlet bowl as your love?
And with that being said, if you're talking about harnessing carnal sexual passion, this man has look at that baby face. He's the most wide-eyed golden retriever. Not golden retriever. That's Victor. But he's just like so bashful and sweet and innocent. And you're telling me you're trying to pull sexual energy from that? That man screams, I want a pork cutlet bowl.
I don't know if
where would he pull that from?
Bringing them up or bringing them down with that. But
I guess I'm pulling a little bit of Victor. He's yo-yoing his emotions the whole time.
Was crazy. But like, no, well, okay, first off, it's wild because first off, age is crazy in this.
No, it's not that bad.
Look at it. No, I'm telling you, Yurio is 15, and you're telling me that he originally was wanting to do Eros. And then you have Yuri, who's 23.
5.
No, was he? No.
5.
I don't know.
5.
But he was 20-something. Yeah.
Because they keep talking about how he's too old to be skating.
Old to get to that point. Okay. Because there was an older person that was actually on the rink too.
Yeah, Chris. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Chris. We'll talk about him later.
Yeah, so he goes in and then he's saying he's going
Eros,
with it.
I mean.
Yeah, his Eros was like, I was like, wow, 23 or 25 and whatnot. And then you're telling me that you're having a hard time with with this. I just couldn't see
anybody has touched that man in a way that would pull a Eros from him? I gotta get the names wrong.
Straight.
I know. Yeah, not too straight. Yeah. We're still talking about Yuri on Ice.
Yes.
You're telling me nobody has touched that boy. The only thing that man has ever touched is a
worry about phrasing with that one, but okay.
Nobody has ever touched that man because the only thing that man has ever touched is a juicy, hot, steamy pork cutlet bowl. That is all he has to go off of.
I just imagine the clip and just say, no one's ever touched that boy. Sorry.
And even still, orange cat, because there is a difference. Mau Mau is black cat. This boy is unhinged. So Yurio, he's so mad. He's so Bakugo coded. Yurio had trouble with it too, though, because he's got all that violent tension built up. It was just as difficult for him to tap into agape, that wholesome, unconditional love, as it was for Yuri to type it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that they weren't that it wasn't easy for it was hard for both of them, but I just feel like it's
don't
more
like
relatable.
The method.
I just don't like the method of it. It's just really weird.
And all I'm gonna say, and I've said it before, is that I've seen some delicious bowls of ramen that have made me feel Eros as well.
Oh my god. Oh my god! I can just imagine you going at your house and you're just be like, "Oh, this Maruchan. Oh, this
Not that.
Maruchan
Listen,
shrimp.
I am
in the bag.
wow.
We'll put this in a
Give
bowl.
me more credit. I am a much classier woman than that. I want to go to a restaurant. I want to be wined and dined.
Oh, okay.
This is not off the shelf ramen. Thank
The
you very
noodle
much.
bar. There you go. Okay,
How
but
dare you?
But I'll say,
I'm
I'll
way
say
classier
this.
than that. I'm so upset.
You're more classier. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll figure it out. I'll get there eventually. But no, but like overall, like I said, some of these things was like it was really kind of fun. It was fun, but at the same time, it was like, this is just weird. I mean, so it was just weird for me. So, but I guess moving on towards that, we'll just to kind of go to more advanced.
I mean, okay. Side note: look at the eyes on Victor in the top corner. That man was not thinking about pork cutlet bowls for long.
Dude, was
you
crazy.
got that in your corner. You got that to come back into. Sorry.
You're just all about.
I'm so sorry.
All
you have that to come back to after you get off the ice. That's Eros.
that is so crazy.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah. So okay, but what were some of the things that you enjoyed about the show?
I think that one of the most notable things for me, and this is probably going to be a consistent thing throughout anime, because anime is just so good at utilizing music. I will admit, although I feel like I'm not doing a good job of proving this, but I am a fan of ice skating. I prefer the Winter Olympics.
I love the women and the men that are on the rink doing things.
I may not know all the names, but I know I love to look at the things that they do. It's very cool. I think it's a really cool sport. I would rather watch ice skating over track any day. Okay. So anyway, but I will say that the music that a lot of people skate to is very stuffy. And I don't think that Yuri on Ice is exempt from having very stuffy music in some of these programs, but there are some pieces that are so good. Like, for instance, the song that Yuri picks whenever he actually like comes into himself, and he's like, because it's so interesting because it's like his title song. It's like Yuri on Ice. It's the name of his piece that somebody created for him. When he first started, he was very shy, bashful. He was not confident. And he had somebody at his university make this piece for him. It was big, it was bold, and it was not him. So he never got to use it. And it's so interesting because as you go through the show, you're seeing him gain more confidence. You're seeing him come into himself more, and eventually he breaks out this piece and it does fit him. And he now has a story, a journey that goes with this piece, and it's beautiful. It's a masterpiece in composition. It's so lovely. Just go on YouTube, Spotify, whatever, look up Yuri on Ice. It's so pretty.
The intro is also very banger.
You like it?
I do like it.
Interesting.
The intro, what? Why are you so
I don't
surprised?
know.
Why are you so surprised about that?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I also like it.
I don't know if I like that.
But I just didn't think. I guess I don't know what you like as far as like anime
I think
intros.
the chorus part of it I liked a lot, but the
It gets stuck in your head real easy.
It's real easily on it, and then I didn't like the artistic intro style. I don't know. That's just me on that. It was a little soft, too soft for me.
For ice skating.
Shut up.
All right. Also, the choreography is phenomenal. Since you talked about that, if you like ice skating, the choreography is ridiculous. It is Mappa though, so
even like you were saying earlier, the Mappa. This was like really Mappa's biggest project.
I don't want to say it. Yeah, I don't want to say it put Mappa on the map, but I do.
You couldn't help yourself, could you?
But it was when it came out, it was huge for that studio. It had a huge following. They kind of lost their roots a little. They kind of
have they, because they've been fairly consistent.
No, for sure, yes, but they forgot their roots, I think, because they teased a movie for this, and then I guess they got so caught up with JJK and Hell's Paradise and Attack on Titan, they were like, figure skating. Nobody wants that. Well, meanwhile, all the Fujoshis are like, we want that.
Right. Let us have this.
Yes,
give
please,
us a little
we
bit.
need some crumbs, please.
But here's the thing. Well, I guess during that time, I guess it would be Attack on Titan would be the big one. So they probably
this came out before that,
2016.
Attack on Titan?
No, this came out 2016.
Yeah,
so
but
Oh, Attack on Titan. Yeah, Attack on Titan came out first though, because Attack on Titan I believe was 2015.
Okay,
So,
you
yeah.
tell me what you liked about it, and I'm gonna look that up because I am almost positive this came out before
Calling
that.
shenanigans on me. That's
I
messed up.
am.
But I will say, so what I liked about it is I would agree with you. It's definitely the music compositions. Not all of the music compositions, but I was going to say the work of it was crazy because it wasn't just Yuri, it wasn't just Yurio. It was like there was other characters in this. I like from other countries, and they went ham on this because each of these characters that were there was at least 2 song renditions because they had 2 different programs that they had to do.
Yeah.
They did the short form and then they did the full set form. And there was it was all original. It was just crazy. And then like they made it its own world, like, oh, he's going by the song of a movie from like Cheat's character.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah,
they
so,
made
like,
up a movie
they had
in
background
world
stories for
Yeah.
these songs that they were using, and I was like, wow, okay, they went really in depth on this. And so I think that like I'm giving them credit that these things were not just pulled out as a generic thing. They actually spent their time for each of the characters each of the skaters that were doing their forms to do it. It was cool. I kind of wish that they did kind of show a little bit more of this person because like Yuri was kind of avoiding the person that did the first Yuri no I when she gave her rendition of a custom song that they never used, but he kind of avoided her. I kind of wish it kind of like showed her. I don't know.
Why? What would you have gained from that?
I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not counting it against it. It's just something about it.
You mean like meet the lady who made it?
Yeah.
Like why?
Because the way they introduced it in the episode because it was such a big deal that I was like, okay, so why don't you? Because like they were like he was making it such a big deal that he didn't use that music, and then he was like literally panicking on this when he wanted to get his own song and his own rendition.
Yeah.
Like he made it like as if it was a big deal. And then he just finally sent the email to that person and she's like, yeah, okay. Didn't even like, it's all good.
I don't know if I agree with you on that because I think if you have the interaction with that woman who originally made the song, I think that almost takes away from what that moment is supposed to mean. It's him coming into his own confidence. No, it's the opposite. It's him coming into his own confidence, realizing that song was too much for him before because he wasn't enough. And now he feels that he is enough and now he's ready for the song. Meeting her doesn't add anything to it.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, it's not something that I'm counting against it.
Okay, fair enough.
It is. But then also the big thing I also liked was, and this is a minuscule character in this, like he's not important in any way of this.
Damn, you gonna hurt his feelings.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm just calling how I see it. And it's, so the competition, like I don't know the name of the main competition that they were going for.
I think the Grand Prix
Cup or Grand Prix Cup or something. But like so to get there, they had 2 different chances to be qualified. So the first chance to get qualified, it was in China that Yuri had to go travel over there and compete. So one of the people that were there, his name was Georgie Popovich, and this dude was on edge. Like he was wired. Because one of the things that they did in Yuri on Ice is like so these guys are doing their skate programs and stuff. They're skating it all along, but it's the inner monologue of this. And for me, it's like so that you're kind of understanding where each of these skaters are coming from and like what they're thinking about when they're doing it, and especially in the middle of a competition. But not Georgie. Georgie was like
baby
was crazy.
Was going
he was going through it. He was like going so extreme. So the thing with Georgie was that he broke up with his girlfriend before the competition and stuff, but he's like kind of heartbroken a little bit, but at the same time he's like, oh, I still have a chance to go back and reunite with her with her again. So this whole like minute and a half on his deal, he's totally killing it, but then you're just hearing him going in his mind. He's like, Susan, it's like all out loud. He's all trying, going crazy, and he's like, I need to figure I'm going to become the best so I can go and bring her back, and doing crazy things.
He had side quests going on in his mind. It's like you probably need to focus on this triple axel you have coming up instead of
this dude was putting his heart out in the first set. Then the second set, like his girlfriend was in the stands coincidentally
with her new man
and like he started to kind of break down. He's like, I lost lost my chance and stuff. And then they go and they do like a Sleeping Beauty kind of thing, and then him like in the middle of the set.
Oh, you're talking about almost like a
dream kind of thing. Yeah. And I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Hallucination almost.
Yeah. It's like, dude, it's like, what is going on? But I'm like, I don't know, but I am digging that.
You liked it.
It was so hilarious.
You liked the derailing of the plot so that we go watch the most random, unimportant character have a crash out.
Yeah, the crash out was great. I don't know what to say. I don't know what it was. It was just like, I just felt like, wow, this is amazingly funny.
Okay, I will say in your defense, the majority of the show, if it's not these two making doe eyes at each other, it's the characters absolutely crashing out on the ice. Their inner monologues are so unhinged every time, except for Peachy. So he's just like, I like hamsters, and it's like, okay,
it's like literally like one wheel rolling in the head.
It's just one hamster on a wheel, and that's him, and he's happy. And
he's
I'm like,
quite frankly, I was here to make friends.
He's adorable. Peachy is the sweetest baby.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, everybody else is going through it.
Everyone's going through it in this
or
whole
having
series.
Weird thoughts, because I'm thinking about Chris.
Chris is on the registry somewhere.
Oh,
that dude is crazy.
If there is a list of anime characters that are on the Epstein list,
oh my God,
Chris is on that list.
He was the first. He was like on
he
that
was
island.
First. Hisoka's first.
He was on
but
that
he
island.
Invited Chris very fast.
Bro,
after.
that
Chris
was
is
so
the
wild.
most. If you want to talk about Eros, I don't even think Eros, because Eros is like sensual, sexual love and the love between you and a romantic partner. Chris is just, I'm trying to not be too crass.
This is Law and Order
Chris
SVU. That's what that Special Victims Unit, because that is exactly what this was going to be for Chris.
Chris is grabbing and squeezing and saying all the things
crazy
in
stuff.
his mind, and the audience is just like,
beautiful. Yeah, I know, right? It's so weird.
I wonder, because he's Swedish, I wonder if Swedish people are
know.
You are embarrassed.
This dude was a crime, is a walking crime.
It is. He's a problem.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just
y'all need to just Google Chris's.
Just do Chris
Yuri on Ice performances.
Terrible.
So much grabbing for no reason. Himself, no one else. He's on the ice by himself, and yet he's always got a handful of something.
Although, do you remember the episode where they? I think it was the night before the finals or whatever, and then they were telling about the post party last year, and then him getting drunk, and then he's on the stripper pole.
Yes,
and I'm like, what is happening? What is this?
Chris is the most.
This dude is crazy.
I almost thought I was gonna like him until you be around him too much, and you're just like, oh no, he's on a registry.
Oh no, you want to leave him alone. It's
yes.
And then
and cover your drinks around Chris. I also feel like
doing this cups, but so no, like that. I mean, there are the aspects of that was really cool. The animation, I will say, the animation of them like moving around and stuff, and then them falling, even when they're falling on the triple and stuff.
Yeah,
really, really smooth, and I was just like surprised about that.
I have a question. So as a person who reluctantly went into this, and also a person who's not that into figure skating, did you feel the tension build up when they're ramping up to those big moves? Did you actually feel any tension watching it?
Really,
no,
because what was weird was that I mean, it didn't really kind of get like, I mean, the time when they do mess up and stuff, like for instance, like when you know that they're going to mess up, and then you could see it, you kind of see it coming.
Okay.
Like for instance, when JJ basically broke down in the finals.
Well, JJ had
like
he
literally
was hysterical.
Literally the first twirl, and then you saw like the person who was second place, like the guy that came out of nowhere, second place, just did that thumb beat, and then it's like and then it's like, okay, this isn't good, and then they're like, oh, that was supposed to be 3, but he only did 1 rotation and stuff, and I'm like, okay, so we know that, okay, but I guess that's to the extreme. But like Yuri's sets, when he tried to do Yuri on Ice, when he was doing it at the beginning, he's gradually getting better and better. But that he knew that like he knew that it was going to mess up because his confidence was not there where he needed to be for those spins, and like it was hard to be like caught off guard. The only time, if I remember, I got caught off guard was the final thing that Yurio did, because when he did the twirl and then he missed the twirl, and then he decided to add things in the middle of it. Like that was the one thing, that was the one like change that I would say. But throughout the most of it, I really wasn't that surprised, to be honest with you.
How did this show make you feel to watch? Were you bored or were you interested in the? Because this is interesting. Because it's not your cup of tea.
No, it wasn't. I mean, but
all right,
chill.
Sound
it
less disappointed.
I wasn't disappointed. I feel like I got catfished.
Oh,
I will
my
say.
gosh! Listen,
I do feel
you
like
got pleasantly surprised by a nice, lovely, wholesome story of
dude. This like ice skating was the underlying issue. It was the underlying thing. It was like they're trying to feed you. It's like, you know, when they're trying to put medicine in your food or something because you have to do it.
You're so silly.
That's what this was to me.
You're so silly.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack on this because I know Yuri on Ice is very popular with the ladies, but still. I'm just like,
the ladies.
It is. It really was very popular with women. It really was. So yeah, but I was gonna say like there was just a lot of things that kind of got to it. I guess we can kind of go into it. So I'll answer it first. But it was like, who was the real villains of the series? There was a lot. Like the real villain of the series was what's his name? His coach,
Victor.
His coach.
I can't even fight you on that. I can't even fight you on that. He was toxic as hell.
He was toxic. He was manipulative.
Yeah.
And like and I don't think that he. The sad thing about it is that he doesn't even know, like, because he's very I think the airheadedness of it, because he's very happy-go-lucky, carefree, but the whole thing of him, like, I think what was it? Was it the first the exhibit? It wasn't the exhibition. I think it was the first competition after the exhibition.
Sure, after he decided to be Yuri's coach.
You have to be Yuri's coach. Yeah. Then he does the competition, and then he basically sees Yuri gets a great score on arrows for the very first time in the regular competition.
Sure.
And you see him. He sees Yuri freaking the hell out. And yet and then he's like, oh, you think that he's caring for him when he's like, okay, let's go to the garage. Let's go to an area where no one's going to be seeing you, you know, going through things and stuff. And then he comes back and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to, like, if this doesn't go our way, like, I'm going to, admit to, like, I'll say it's my fault and I'm going to quit.
This is going to reflect badly on me.
Yeah, and I won't be your coach. I'm like, bro, you haven't been a coach for not even a year. This is your first guy that you're dealing with.
It hadn't even been a couple weeks.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was just
fair.
It's like unfair. You're putting more pressure on a guy who's already freaking the fuck out, and then and that's the way that you're going to try to motivate him to become freaking like the best. And that like I don't know if I like Victor because of that stuff, because Victor did that all the time.
It's that, and it's the emotional abuse. Like, that is obviously emotional abuse in a certain way. That's mental abuse to me.
It is.
It's him playing mind games. Mm-hmm. But for me, the thing that I think made him the biggest villain is the emotional abuse, because Victor would say things to him where he would dangle these like romantic like cherries in front of his face. Do you want me to be your lover? Do you want me to be your coach? Or do you want me to be your dad? And he's like, I just want you to be my friend. I just want you to believe in me. Mm-hmm. And he's like, there were these things where every time Yuri would mess up, he would like, oh, well, there's a part of me that I won't give you anymore. And it's like, just coach the man.
Oh my God,
and I do think he knows what he was doing, because there was a moment where Yuri was having a good day. Mm-hmm. He was having a good day, which doesn't even happen that often. He was having a good set. And as he was getting off the ice, before he was getting onto the ice, Victor was like, all right, he's feeling good. I'm going to push him. This could either break him or it's going to energize him. And he says something to him, something to the equivalent of like, hey, you're not even that good. Like, I don't know why you got all this hubris. You're not even that good. And Yuri breaks down. Why would you say tears?
Right.
Everybody can see it. And he was like, oh, oops. I guess I miscalculated. It's like, so you did know. You just say things.
Yes.
He just says things. And Yuri is soft. He's so soft.
He is. He is very much so. I totally agree. But I don't think that he's doing it in a way of like trying to get like like I think he's doing it in a naive way. I don't think that he's doing that because he said multiple times that he doesn't know how to do this all the
Sure.
time. And then
Coaching?
coaching
Yeah.
itself, because he doesn't know how to motivate, and he
Sure.
doesn't motivate very well. And he tries to go back to his other coach to kind of give him the pointers, but the coach is also kind of pissed at him because the way he left.
Well, he's not a bad coach. Well, it's not bad. He's just Russian.
Yeah, he's
just
just
very
Russian.
like
Yeah, very-
you beat him, and
Yeah.
that's how they get better.
Yes, yes, exactly. And I think that, and he, for
No offense, Russian viewers.
yeah, so I think that like he's also in a very uncomfortable, like, I feel like he was in a very uncomfortable situation too that he's never ever experienced himself in, because he's doing something brand new for the first time. It's just that he's not patient. He's not patient with anyone about it.
I disagree with you there too.
Why?
I think that he is quite patient with Yuri. I think he's just manipulative. I think that
I think his
when it
coaching
comes,
style is manipulative. Yeah,
I think he as a person is manipulative.
Yeah.
I feel like he is quite, because there are moments where I guess it goes back and forth, because when he meets Yuri is a big, chubby, chunky cutie pie. He calls him Little Piggy, which is rude.
Yeah,
Don't
very
ever
much
call Little Piggy.
He's like, do you like me?
Yeah, right. Do you even respect me? Not even like me. Do you like
Right.
see me as a person?
Right.
But he like takes the time to cultivate this boy from this man. I don't know, kept saying boy because we do have a boy there. This man from this whatever. He like is working with him. He's got the patience to work with him, and I think that's fine. He also has the patience to like set up these boundaries, like, hey, listen, you need to reach these milestones before we can get here. I'm going to be your coach. And there are some times where Victor is really good about asking, like, hey, what is it that you need right now? But other times he'll be like, what if I kiss you? Will that motivate you?
Right.
What if I hold your hand? I can't hold my hand today because you didn't do good enough.
Right.
What if I just touch you on your face? Do you like that? Well, I won't do it again until you're better. And it's like, what are you doing?
I know.
What is this carrot and stick situation you're giving? Give the man a stick,
You remember
or
the
give
end?
him a carrot.
Yeah, do you remember at the end of the like, oh, it's like I didn't. Oh, well, I guess. Oh, I didn't. I didn't do the spoiler thing, but anyways. Yeah, this is
if you're this far
spoilers
in, that's
if you haven't-
crazy. If you don't
yeah.
realize that we're talking about spoiler.
But I was gonna say, like, at the end when Yuri didn't win the medal, and he's like, I got silver, and it's like, I still want you to be a coach. And he's like, I only hug or I only kiss a person if they get gold.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus, okay. It's like this guy is something else. You know what?
I thought that was cute,
That
playful
is
banter.
so funny
but
to
maybe
me.
that's just me.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But that's his energy
That-
throughout
well,
the
that's
whole
true.
throughout
That's
the whole
true.
thing. I mean,
That's true.
He was not like. Don't get me wrong. He knew what he was talking about. He definitely pushed him to get to the point, to a level that Yuri never thought he would ever get to. He got
Absolutely.
his results, but at the same time, dude, to at what cost? You know, this guy is so
Ow.
crazy.
Nobody got hurt.
Well, I don't know, but still.
Nobody got hurt.
Yeah, let's go with that. But
I don't want to talk too bad about my
What about
OG
okay,
husband.
Well, is there anyone else who you would say that would be
The
to that
freaking
level?
ice is the
ice?
yes, the ice, because it turns those men into monsters.
They
They
do.
have the most unhinged thoughts on that ice. As soon as, because we were talking about earlier, Yuri is he is a totally different person as soon as his skate hits the ice.
Mm-hmm.
He goes from this little bashful sweetheart to the most egomaniacal person ever.
Very
And
much so.
everybody has all their biggest mental breakdowns as soon as their skate hits the ice. These
That
boys
is true.
need some therapy.
Well, I mean, Yurio probably, like, I mean, dude, like, Yurio was basically living on the ice essentially, and then but then all these other people, but the other people was just straight like was a lot
Yeah.
of competition.
You got a lot of their
and stuff.
backstories too. A
Yeah.
lot of it was very backstory heavy.
Yeah.
A
Like,
lot of backstory heavy.
Like, seriously though, the creator did a great job with the different kind of backstories, because not only
You
did they
like
have
that?
well, I mean, everyone had a plot. They had a reason to be there, and then even the people that weren't going to advance. Like,
Sure.
you remember, like, for instance, the guy who loves his sister, like, not love, but like,
I don't know. It was bordering.
yeah, really kind of crazy.
It was real close.
That dude was not even in the finals, and then stuff. And they, like, anyone that touched ice in any kind of way, they had some sort of backstory, and that was very interesting to me. I was like, wow, they actually put a lot of time and a lot of information on that, and it was given to the viewer in a palatable way. So it wasn't overloading. It was like, oh, this guy's here because he trained, like he did this, and this, and that's why he's here today and stuff. Like they even introduced Yurio's now friend that the
yeah.
His
I don't
friend,
know about. I think that might be more than a friend.
I know, but that was literally like episode 10, like it was like super late.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it was like, oh, this guy came literally out of nowhere, Czechoslovakia or somewhere like that, and I'm like, oh wow, okay. And then this guy was like freaking money, like this guy was really good.
Yeah, very good. I thought that was going to be a deterrent for you. Actually, I thought that was going to bore you because we were spending so much time. It almost felt like every character got equal amounts of screen time, which is a lot when you have such a large ensemble of characters. So it's like, well, I didn't start watching the show for Pete Sheet. I didn't start watching this show for JJ, and yet I'm seeing so much of these people. So I wasn't sure if that was going to be negative.
That didn't really get to me more. The thing, I guess we could also lead to the next thing that some of the things I really kind of like. Oddly enough, it wasn't the ice, but it was really like with ice skating, because I don't care about ice skating. I'm just calling it how I see it. I don't really care about the ice skating. It all somewhat looked the same to me, almost like the triple toe, like the twirls and stuff.
Sure.
So that like so when you see like 10 people doing routines just with different kinds of songs, it all kind of strings together to me. And the only one that didn't was Yurio and Yuri's, because that was obviously the main ones, So like,
Chris's, I know Chris's stood out to you.
Chris's was crazy, yeah.
Because Chris's was X-rated.
Chris was basically like Chris, sponsored by Hooters,
right?
Kind of situation. But yeah, but like like when you saw the songs that what's his name set for him, and then they had his own original song. JJ's also was a little bit different too.
Hated him.
Yeah,
hated him so much.
But for the most part, all the others, like the other characters and stuff,
it's kind of generic.
I kind of thought it was generic. For the most part. I mean,
fair enough.
What about for you?
Which part of what about for me?
Would you say anything that you kind of like
didn't like?
Didn't like, yeah.
God, honestly, I would have loved. Okay, didn't like. This is more comedic than anything. I'll say that after. I think that I probably could have seen less from certain characters. There's some certain people where it's like, I know you really want me to like this character or be invested in this character, but I just simply don't care. I just simply don't care about Pete Sheet and his hamster dreams.
Yeah, Pete Sheet was kind of stupid.
He just wanted to be and adorable. He just wanted to skate for the love of the game. He just wanted to build I keep saying hamster. Literally, there's so many scenes where he's just like, I want to do a hamster musical.
Yes.
I'm like, Pete, I don't, sir.
He's like,
if you don't show me Victor and Yuri canoodling, I do not care about your Hamtaro aspirations.
He's
so,
like, quite frankly, I was just here to make friends.
And it's adorable. Yeah. And you can do that on a different show.
Yes.
Because I have BL to watch. So,
oh my God.
I think there was a couple people that I don't think we needed to follow so closely. Pete Sheet is adorable. It's fine. Yes. And I hope that is his name. That's just what I do think comically, what I think is hilarious and stupid is that I don't think Victor and Yuri could have been more clear about their affection for each other.
Oh, no doubt.
And yet everyone around them was just like, wow, what a close connection between a coach and his student. And I'm like, they're clearly in love.
Yes.
Like they will Yuri will get off the ice and he'll touch foreheads with Yuri and they'll have this close intimate moment. And the announcers will be like, wow, it looks like the coach and his student are having a really serious conversation. And it's like, what do we need to do to get you guys to see that they like each other?
I love
what needs to happen on this ice for y'all to notice?
It's like, I was like, really? It's like you just you remember the one where he killed his performance and like he puts his hands open arms and he jumps into his arms and then he hugs and then they fall to the ground.
Victor literally dives out of whatever the box is called, the sidelines, onto the ice, dives into Yuri's arms, knocks him onto the ground, and they are breath away from kissing. And the announcers are like, wow, such good energy from the coach and I'm like, what do we need from you?
It would have been perfectly acceptable for them for when that happens, and they'll be like, the Ducks won last night. The Anaheim Ducks won against San Jose 4-3, and I'm like,
so you're saying this is just willful ignorance?
It's willful.
Okay, so
it is.
We got to keep our sponsorship.
I think it's weaponized incompetence. I think that would be the best way to describe that.
Maybe. That is the only plausible answer, because at a certain point they literally show up with matching engagement rings.
They weren't engagement rings though. They technically weren't.
They were pretty much engagement.
Yes.
Either way it goes, they show up with matching engagement rings. And first of all, eagle eye vision for the announcers to even see that they had matching rings on, and they were like, the connection between a coach and his student, and I'm like,
they're
what
like
do
birds.
we need to do?
It's all shiny stuff. They're like, oh, that must be a ring. But I will say, like, it was funny because a friend was when I was watching that. A friend was here with me when we were watching it, and she loves Yuri on Ice.
Of course
already.
she does, because she's got good taste.
Oh God, yeah. So I told her what episode. So we were on the episode where I think it was like 3 episodes
far
left.
in. Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty deep.
So they had the wedding band.
Yes,
they had the rings on, and apparently they're the not friendship.
They were
rings.
not.
They were definitely not. No, they absolutely were not.
Okay.
These were bands.
Yes.
These were wedding bands.
Yes, they were.
And then she's like, oh, okay. So and then she was telling me, oh, hey, these are friendship bands because it was on the right hand.
She just as bad as the announcers.
Well, she knew. Well, probably because she already knew, but she was saying like, oh, because they're putting the rings on the right hand, that they're not engaged and stuff.
Okay.
And then I was like, who would know that? I don't know that. It's like anyone would think that they're engaged.
Who would know what? That the bands
go
on the left?
Yeah, the bands go on the left, and that's how you know that they're engaged.
I think most people know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I feel like most people know that a wedding band goes on your ring finger.
It's a ring finger, yeah. But if you have a ring finger on your right and your left.
No, not for marriage. I feel like most people know that.
Okay, well, I absolutely didn't know that, and then I was like, were
you like, it's any finger?
Technically, though, I was right, because that's where they led to, because they were like the miscommunication, or oh no, this was wrong. They took it the wrong way.
The announcers?
They all assumed, because they were at the party. They were at a party together, or they were at the drinking. No, they went for dinner or something. And when that happened, they were like, okay, oh, congratulations on your engagement.
So they show up. Which is funny because they were beefing at the time. They were like beefing in, I don't know what country they were in at the time.
Yeah.
And even amidst their beefing, they both like separate and they come back together, and they've both bought each other bands. Let's just say rings.
Yeah.
They put them on each other, and I squeal, and they show up to like meet all the other contestants at a bar, and the guys are just like, oh, congratulations on your wedding. And they were just like, can't get married until he wins the Grand Prix. And all the boys are like, you? No. And they were all like, all the camaraderie. And as soon as he said that, they were like,
yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, the boys knew.
No, well,
the announcers have no idea.
The announcers probably would be like, the announcers will probably be like, the temperature on the ice right now is 20-something degrees.
I didn't even think about the fact that they were probably just like, oh my God, we're going to lose our sponsorships if we say anything.
Fact. It's called ice fun. It's like skating fun facts. That's what it was every time.
Anytime somebody starts
Yuri
getting a little too sexy, they have to pop out. Did you know that ice was invented? Are they done yet? Okay.
Chris just has a giant black sensor bar.
Oh my God. Chris needs a giant...
Yeah.
Chris is a problem. Also, sorry, I know we talked about this like 15 minutes ago. You are correct. And you're not surprised. Yuri on Ice came out in 2016. Attack on Titan came out 2014.
Oh yeah, that sounds.
I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I was introduced to this way sooner.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, that makes sense.
I don't know how.
Well, no. Well, I mean, there's a lot of anime.
I get fair.
There's a ton of anime.
So much now.
You will never get it. You will never get like sometimes. I mean, especially like I don't usually like to watch anime as much. Well, even during that time, I like to read it.
Oh, okay.
A lot. Or read the mangas.
Fraud, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like, I don't even know. This is not my real face.
Oh my God, Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I know, right? Old man Jenkins. Yeah. So no, but like, yeah, you can easily overrun something that was popular or something that was big. I mean, I remember Attack on Titan because I had a friend that loved they were reading the manga and they were like, okay, this is crazy. Like, I couldn't wait till the series came out, and I was like, oh, okay, that's fun. But no, Yuri on Ice. I don't
All
know.
right, I thought it was like a good 5 years before it.
Oh no.
Mappa has no excuse then.
Mappa does
Stop
no
it.
excuses. Yeah, they absolutely didn't, because Mappa was probably they probably realized they had gold with Titan.
They had gold with this. Fujoshis are an underserved demographic.
It's tough.
We eat it up.
That's not the problem though.
Yes, it's about sales.
No. The problem, I think, is a mixture of also passing this off, because I mean it is very strict to get to make an anime series into especially when it comes to those kind of stories.
Okay, back then it was. There's so many. You're right. There's so much hidden subtext that they have to do in order to get a BL anime through. Mm-hmm. Even feel how you feel about this next statement, but Ghetto and Gojo are BL coded. They have no.
I don't know. I mean,
there's somebody. Okay, fair, because you didn't watch it, yeah.
I've read it, but
yeah. Somebody did a really. I wish I knew the person who made the video. They did an amazing breakdown of how BL is represented in Japan and how it's like very taboo, and mangakas will do little things to hint at a BL relationship that won't get them banned or censored, and so much of it happens in JJK. So even a show as modern as that, they're still like, we can't say that. So fair enough that this wouldn't be.
I find it so weird because it's kind of weird double standards, because if you get a show like Redo a Healer and stuff like that comes out that's like, oh my god, this is like they basically like the first 2 episodes was rape. I mean, it essentially was, and I was like, oh my god. Or and it was basically him trying to get revenge, but then the way he's getting revenge is by sleeping with everybody. Yeah, and
it's straight, but it's heterosexual, so it's fine.
Interspecies Reviewer was a weird one too. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Heaven forbid the boys kiss, though.
Yeah, heavens forbid the boys kiss and stuff. Did you have a favorite episode of the season?
Oh my god, I don't know if I did. That's a great. Do you have one? While I think of mine,
I do not.
I don't know if I did either.
I think
that's crazy.
Like no,
I don't think this is a favorite episode kind of show.
Didn't really have one, no, because everything was pretty much like it was a progression. There wasn't like a lot of side story on it.
I have a favorite episode.
Which one?
I like the episode, whatever episode it was. It is just a moment whenever they all let their guard down a little bit and Yuri gets drunk at the party.
Oh, that was
and then so after like they have a big tournament. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
The important part of the episode is Victor finally talks Yuri into going to a party, because he never did when he was a fledgling skater, because he was so shy and whatever. And Yuri's like, okay, but I can't drink. And so he did eventually drink. And you go through Victor's camera roll later, and Yuri's just out there. Yeah. He's stripped down. He's on the pole with freaking Chris. He's flamenco dancing with his husband. It's so funny. So that's it.
That actually got to give a lot of context of like why Victor did that, like wanted to go to see Yuri, because theoretically he met Yuri at that party, like not initially, like not like professionally and stuff, but like he like because Yuri came at him drunk, asking him to be his coach the next year. And then when that happened, and then when that happened, like it did enough of an impact on Victor to be like, okay, because he remembered it. He remembered it quite vividly.
Yeah, he did.
And then like, but Yuri didn't remember any of it. But then so I was like, so when I saw that, and you saw the roll credits screens when that happened, it was like, oh, so that's why. So it didn't feel like it was out of nowhere. It wasn't because of the YouTube thing. So I was like, oh, that's actually a cool come around kind of thing. So yeah. So
what about? Oh, you said you don't have a favorite
I really
episode?
didn't have one. I guess I would agree with that, because I think that was probably the biggest of the drive of the for the plot driver itself, that kind of put things in the full perspective of stuff, you know. So but it sucked that was like an extra. It was like, oh yeah, it was a post credit scene.
Yeah,
that's what I was like, why would you do that? Why would you put that there?
Fair. I am so sick of anime post credit scenes. I'm so sick of anime post credit scenes.
You know what? I'm not. The only way that I'm cool with it is if they're consistent about it.
Fair.
If they're not consistent, because like, you know what we did with Full Metal Alchemist,
it makes me so mad.
It's like, oh, okay, episodes 1 through 6 it's gonna be a regular one, then all of a sudden 7 is like, okay,
and then you'll go arbitrary. Like 20 more episodes and there isn't one, and then the next 5 have them, and then 10 episodes and there isn't, and it's like,
yeah, you gotta be consistent of some sort of it. Like, first off, if you are gonna ask me, should you put post credit scenes on there? No. Because 9 times out of 10, you're like, next episode.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So like, and then if you're not like, and Crunchyroll sometimes screws up too on that. You remember that time? Was it you? Oh no. Okay. I don't. It was
story time.
It was when my friend was here. Yeah. So we were watching an episode of Yuri on Ice, right? And then there was the introduction thing, and you know how I like to skip at the beginning.
Yeah, I do know that about you.
So
Davis breaks the anime rules. Go ahead,
yeah.
Because we already had a fight. If y'all haven't seen the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood reaction, go watch it, because we already had our fight about that.
So what happened was that so the intro, it didn't have the skip intro button. Sure. So she was like, "Oh, don't worry, just fast forward a little bit. It's going."
She said you have a failure.
It's going to do it. So we fast forward maybe about like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. It's like it never did. So I was like, okay, that's weird. So we are in the middle of the episode, maybe 10 minutes in, and then all of a sudden the skip intro button was there, and we were like, "What?" Yeah, it was very weird.
Okay,
it was so funny. It was super funny. It just floated up too. It just said, skip intro.
He's just like, are you gonna notice if I just kind of sneak it? It's like somebody coming to a movie late. It's like, I'm just sneak in here real quick.
Sorry, we're late.
Well, and I'm the kind of person that I don't want to see next time on so and so. I don't want the spoilers, so I'm not sticking around for an after credit. I don't want to take the risk. Yes, so don't stop it.
Yeah, stop.
Say what you need to say in an episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Or have some type of indication that there's an after credit. Stop it.
The only time
you're not Marvel. Marvel has broken us for this.
The only exception I will say will be absolutely the last episode of the season, 13 episode,
sure.
Episode 13 or something.
Bungo Stray Dogs is real good about that.
Yeah, so
I'm
gonna
try to bully him into Bungo Stray Dogs too, guys.
We'll see. I don't know. That's a long one, but
the first season, that might not be 5 technically.
Oh no,
God, 4 and 5 are so good. Anyway,
yeah. So like, I'm just saying that like, if it's going to leave you hanging or something like that, fine.
Sure,
fine when it comes to that. But
yeah,
it's like, we know there's no episode 14. Then okay, cool. It's in that weird limbo state of like, oh, will there be a second season? Will it not be one? It's like, no, just give you a little bit of a teaser to see what it could have been or whatever.
Fair.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So here we go. It's the moment of truth.
It's already time?
Yeah, it's already time. Okay. So
I feel like we should talk about this for another 30 minutes.
I don't even know what else to talk about.
Can we just talk about the fact that they love each other? Did you think it was cute? Did you like them together? Do you ship it?
I don't care. I don't care.
That was the whole point of the show.
I do.
You don't ship it? Look how cute.
I don't.
Look how cute.
No, like
it's kind of unhealthy a little bit sometimes.
I didn't. It just made me. It made me not like. I don't like what's his name. Victor. I really don't like Victor. Victor's naivety is what really threw me off on him, and I just like. First it was Yuri had puppy love for Victor for a long time because he idolized him. It was
idolizing, not even puppy love at first.
It initially was idolization.
Yes.
Which is fine. Then he starts working with them, and then they get into these weird situations. And then, like, you know, especially when the flip of the switch of when Yuri was getting his little bit of increasing of confidence and stuff, he was able to go in front of Victor, and then he took control. He's like, you need to look at me while I'm on the ice.
Yeah,
and stuff, and
that's when I'm telling you, you're on the ice. Yuri is different.
Yeah, on the ice, Yuri is built a lot different.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
But then at the same time, though, like his energy again for Yuri, it's like he sets him like he is such a tease to him. Like one of the biggest cock teases I've seen for anyone in this in any kind of series. Like there's always the comic the person that likes to tease the person because like he's a joke, or like for instance Nagatoro's song No One Hates the Nagatoro and all that stuff. Like there's always that weird, funny, stupid teasing.
Sure.
And he was legitimately making all
the stakes were higher.
Yeah, but
you gotta tweak the buttons to see what makes the. Yeah. I'm not, and you know what I realized? I'm trying to like vouch for Victor when I went so hard against the Invisible Man. It's still a position of power, and I'm like, how dare you with that woman who is inexperienced and you're older than her and yada. It's the same thing, and I'm like, but it's cute though. So fair.
This has a special place in your heart, and then also,
I'm surprised you didn't call me out for being a hypocrite.
Oh well, I'm actually surprised too. You're right. When you bring that back up, yeah. But another thing I was also what's kind of weird was the ages.
They're not bad.
Dude, I'm just saying that they do like that is not a 15-year-old boy. It's not a 15-year-old boy.
No, he is. No. I'm gonna fight you on that because there is even a moment where he talks about which it's gonna sound weird out of context, but he talks about like in this performance, I have to utilize the fact that I haven't hit puberty yet. Which is a little late. I don't know male puberty ages.
I don't know either.
You went through it, I thought.
I don't know the age when that happened.
Yeah. You hadn't hit, you were still waiting.
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
Drive the ball.
I think you're going to.
The ball hasn't been dropped yet. It's going to happen.
I believe in you.
Soon, yes.
Anyway, he talks about the fact that he's like, okay, I'm still young. I have to utilize this androgyny that I have in order to like pull out this performance, this wholesome innocence. My body's going to change soon and I'm not going to be able to pull it off. I'm going to be a man. So this wholesome innocence is not going to work anymore. I think he does look 15. He acts 15. He's impulsive.
Well, he's definitely impulsive. I will say that.
Yeah,
but some of these
characters,
15-year-old
brat.
There's a guy
sure.
like I think what was JJ 19. Oh, someone there was some of these ages on this deal. Like some of these characters looked way older than they're supposed to look like. Yeah.
That's the thing.
I was all over the place.
So Victor, Chris, and also technically Yuri are on the older scale for figure skaters because it is that sweet spot is like
early 20s,
teens. Yeah, late teens to early 20s. That's and then it's kind of like a Leonardo DiCaprio age thing. It's like once you hit 25, it's too old. So Leonardo DiCaprio rules for figure skating as well. So that's still a boy. That's still a boy.
Dude's way too angsty for me. But anyways, let's go. Like, okay, so what would you rate? What's your rating for this one?
It's gonna be a core zone for me. Don't even have to think about it. It's fantastic. Maybe I do need to think about it.
Really? It might be a 5.
No, it's not a 5.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be a long. I don't give 5s lightly, especially even when I do like good reads for books.
You have a 5 at least. I don't even have a 5.
2 5s.
Yeah, I don't have.
We have a 5 already. That we're.
You're not gonna convince me on that 5 yet. Well, we only did 7 episodes.
And I swear, I will make you a bet. I bet you. You figure out what the bet is, and I promise you that you're going to. Don't be a dick about it, and not do it just to spite me. But I promise you, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is going to be a 5 for you.
All right.
It's going to be that whatever you say, a la carte.
Yes.
It's absolutely. But this is not it. Sorry, bump the mic. It's Corazon at best. Okay. I love the show. It was my BL awakening. It's wholesome. I love figure skating. It's good. It's just a good show. I think it's a Corazon because what did we watch recently that I gave it like a Shinobu?
I think it was Big O.
It's Big O. Yeah, it's better than Big O. It was Big O.
Shinobu was a 2 though, right?
Shinobu's my 3. Zenitsu's my 2.
Yeah, it was Big O.
Yeah, this is a Corazon for sure. It's better than Big O, but it's no Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna need a kiss. I'm gonna need a confirmed kiss for this to be a Spike Spiegel, okay?
A Spike Spiegel.
Although they did have in the very last episode, their like after credits is Victor comes back out of retirement and they're doing couple skating and they're like together and it's so cute.
Is that actually
canon? Yeah.
Was that actually a thing or was it a dream?
Did you miss it?
No, I saw it.
No, he came back.
Wasn't sure if that
he
was
announced
real.
that he was coming out of retirement and then that they're doing couple skating.
Oh, okay.
It was
I
real.
didn't know that. Okay.
So,
I
yeah.
didn't know. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm sure the announcers fucking didn't acknowledge that shit either.
Like, dude,
They're just like, wow, what a passion between two comrades. It's
today is taco night.
Anyway, it's a
like-
Corazon for me.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about you, Davis?
Okay.
Let me find something to throw. Throw something from your side, though. I like all my things.
All my things are good too. It's
I
all
don't mind throwing that shit.
Let's see. Okay, so it's funny because like I was going in between a Quinta and a Quinta and a Tequila Gundo.
Fair. There's a lot to ask from you with
it's
several
a lot.
things.
To be fair,
It could have been a Shinji, and I'm not.
it's not bad.
Fine.
It's not bad. It's not that bad, but I would
Whoa,
say
that bad.
See, because here's the thing I'm kind of quarreling upon because it's like is
Quarreling,
that,
Old English speak now.
No, now I speak English good.
Oh
But
my gosh.
so here's the thing, because like it has a lot of negative already by default on me on the fact that it's not my not because of the show, but it's the fact that I don't watch sports animes is one.
Sure.
Two, it was not what I was expecting at all.
It's an uphill battle.
Yeah, it's a very big uphill battle. So like the max would be a Tequila Gundam.
That's your 3.
That would be my 3.
Okay.
But
okay. You know, like insecure girlfriends that are like,
Okay.
"Oh, I like you. What do you like about me specifically?
Yeah.
What about
Okay,
it
I think
specifically makes it a 3?
Well, the
what do
thing
you
I'm
like
going
that
is
makes it up to a 3?
Well, I'm getting it because it's not as bad as I don't think it's as good, or it wasn't as bad as Invisible Man. Because I put Invisible Man as Quinta, and I think that like I like the music. The music was good enough. I just feel like it just feels the catfish is just so strong to me. It's just so strong to me. It did.
It's immediate.
It was just dude. Okay, the first episode was him doing the set that Victor saw him do, like
Stars in his eyes.
Yeah, and he's like, I have to train him and stuff. That was, I mean, and that was like half the episode. Like it was just a full-fledged like freestyle skate, and I was like, okay, cool. And then when you meet Victor, he comes in and he's like, I'm gonna be your coach and stuff.
He showed
Then
up
he goes to the next
naked.
episode.
What more did you need for signs, flashing neon signs that this is a BL?
You know, you're right. It's a Quinta. I'm just kidding.
I mean, no.
It's a Quinta. You're
No,
right.
I was kidding. That's not even what happened. Misremembering. I'm so sorry.
Okay, there you go.
Take it back.
Yeah,
to Tequila
okay.
Gundam.
I'm going back. Okay.
No!
I'm going to Tequila Gundam. I'll give it a Tequila Gundam because it's better. It is better. It is definitely not bad. It's not a bad show. It isn't. It isn't a bad. It just wasn't. It wasn't my cup of tea.
Davis has bad taste.
Oh, whatever.
And if you were on the fence about, first of all, if you were going to watch Yuri on Ice, you've already seen it. Let's be real. You've seen it. You've seen it twice. I know you have. Girl, me too. So I know you've already seen it. But if you haven't seen it for some weird ass reason, just watch it.
Yeah,
It's
I
cute.
mean, it's
Especially if you like ice skating. It's so cool. The choreography
like,
is
there's
phenomenal.
a lot of cool. Yeah, it's a good animated show. I mean, it's Mappa Studios, and I mean they definitely did a great job on it. I just wasn't the story never captivated
You
me.
didn't even need to say
Never
that
really
second
get
part.
into it.
That was
Yeah.
unnecessary.
You know, I'm just saying. I mean, this is my own personal thing, and then I'm just saying that like it's. If you like BL, I think you would not. You would like the show. You would definitely like the show.
I think you'd like it a little bit. I think the BL is a little understated.
This thing was crazy popular when it came out. Though.
It's still pop. The fan base. It's
Yeah.
almost like Nightmare Before Christmas, where
It just grows.
Yeah, and if you like it, that is a big chunk of your personality.
That is very
Yeah,
very true.
there's a whole bunch of Nightmare Before Christmas girlies out there still eating off of the crumbs from the 90s. So yeah,
You know what's funny? That movie came out in '92,
and it didn't even do well at
It
first.
didn't. It's a cult classic.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's just
this
like,
one was hot from jump
No,
though.
this thing was very hot.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think that's probably, I bet you that's what spurred Free to come to be approved.
Free is unhinged. That's too much.
Yeah.
And those are boys. Those are actual boys.
Yeah.
I've never even finished Free because it's from jump. It's like, oh, I can't watch that. I'm too old. Side note, just this is a little lore. It's not because of Victor, but my viola is named Victor.
Oh,
His
really?
name, but it's not because of that. It's just.
Oh, wasn't it because of that? It was just coincidental?
It was coincidental because my viola, it's on the larger side. It's very deep rustic sound, and I was like, well, you're definitely Russian, and I like Victor. That's a Russian name, and you have to say it like that if you're gonna talk about him.
Oh, okay.
Victor.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So anyway,
okay.
The opposite of actual this Victor.
Yes.
He's a little fluff ball.
Fluff ball too much. Too much of a fluff ball. His dog is adorable though.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's very
adorable.
adorable.
All right, well.
Okay, but guys, what do you think of Yuri on Ice? We would love to know. So definitely put it inside the comments below. I would love to hear the conversations that you will have. If I'm right, or if you agree with me, or if you agree with Tiffany.
About what? That it's phenomenal?
Okay. Wow, it's like no one heard that. That was pretty high. I will give it that. But guys, also make sure, do us a favor, as always, like, follow, subscribe on our YouTube page on Anime Nokori for some awesome content.
Yes, Michael, it's free.
Yes.
You don't even, it doesn't cost nothing. Just hit the button.
Just hit the button. You'll be
hit
good.
the button.
You'll be good. And also subscribe to our you can also listen to it on any podcast services out there.
Yeah,
so
apparently except for Google, whatever
Google
you said.
doesn't exist anymore.
That's crazy to me.
Google Podcast doesn't exist.
Crazy. Anyway,
you
all
need,
right.
You need to update your stuff.
I will be getting on Linktree earlier. I gotta go. It's tired. I'm tired.
Yeah, but anyways, once again, this is Davis.
And I'm Tiffany.
Y'all have a great rest of your day.
Bye.